Finance Bill 2023 and now Finance Bill 2024, there's a lot of public engagement and public awareness on what's happening. But just take us from last year, July, an entire budget-making process up to where we are now. How much engagement has there been with industry, with public, from government side, and also with Parliament?
Thank you very much. I think, let me start from the previous constitution before this one and this current constitution. What is different and what is the same? Let me start with what is the same. The process of public participation does not start after the budget, by the way. It starts before the budget. You will see Treasury publish hearings, that, dates for hearings, well before, almost 6 months before they actually develop the budget. But so that one has been the same all through. Nothing in that one has changed. What has changed? The most fundamental thing which has changed is the process of budget making has been taken over by Parliament. This is under the new constitution. It used to be the mandate of Treasury. They would do the budget, keep it in a box sealed, especially the taxation measures would only be revealed when the minister tables his budget speech and says, this is it. Now it's different. Everything seems to be done in Parliament and by a team of experts in the State House. Treasury is on the fringes. I don't know how many of you have heard Treasury CS and these PS talk about this budget. They are just on the fringes. Budget seems to be now done by the same people who are required to approve it. We go before them. So the focus has also shifted in terms of the public participation to significantly to after the bill has been published. That's when you see Parliament extensively engaging and saying they want to sit with you, they sit with this industry 2-3 times and sitting. But what we have seen in the last 2 years of extensive public engagement, both in terms of presentations, in terms of what we have seen is that the outcome has not been significant, really, in terms of the impact on the actual document. We saw it last year. In spite of thousands of Kenyans giving their views, the government eventually went ahead with most of the provisions that were in the finance bill. So that's why Kenyans then said, then what is the point of public participation? Even now you hear, I read somewhere today in the media saying, one of the government officials saying that the 2.5 for the motor vehicle will remain, come what may. So you're being told you might give all the views you want, but certain things, are cast in stone.
Already cast in stone, or cast in cement.
So, and why would the government be so hard on this thing? I think there are other external factors which I think we must be privy to. All of us know that our financial situation as a country has not been good. We are on more or less been on a mortgage to IMFs and those international lenders. And so when you are particularly with those IMF, then the conditions for additional loans are always taxes. Because their main concern is where's the tax to repay the loan. And so I think that is unfortunately the situation we are in. But in terms of Parliament, I think regrettably, I think all the focus seems to be now on Parliament. They call the shots. And they're the ones who ideally would have been more sensitive than me and you, because they represent the voters. They represent the voters. They're the ones who should be feeling the pain of this thing and saying no to Treasury and saying, sorry, this one we can't allow because it's going to hurt my voters. Right. But what we are seeing is they're the ones who are selling on behalf of the government, of the executive.
They represent the executive in this particular one.
Yep.
Is it the same thing that you feel, Philip? I mean, you've engaged, for example, you've even presented as ISPAC before the Finance and Planning Committee, and you've engaged with them